Welcome, everyone, to It Tastes Different Gaming Appetizers. And tonight, we're going to talk about a bunch of articles floating all over the internet about PlayStation PC ports may need a PSN account in the future. So I keep running across tons of articles on the internet talking about this FAQ on Sony's website. It's very ambiguous. I think some people are reading too much into it. But we'll kind of get into that. So basically, a section on the official PlayStation website dedicated to PC game contains an information for players looking to buy PlayStation Studio titles on Steam or the Epic Game Store. Basically, there's one regarding like trophy support for PC games because it's truly not out there right now, right? Because there is no requirement or any way to link your PlayStation Network account into that and things like that. Basically, one of the things basically states, in the words currently implying that you don't need a PSN account to play these games that you buy on Steam or Epic, which they are saying implies that in the future a change could come about. It basically states that no, you currently do not need a PSN account to enjoy PlayStation Game Studios on the PC. So I think that's reading a lot into it. It says currently, which whatever. I don't know what the big deal is if you did have to have this, because you would gain the benefits like you get on Steam with Xbox games, etc., where you get trophies or achievements, not trophies, but achievements can transfer over and things like that. So it has an added benefit, right? And it's not like you're paying for this. You're just saying I have to have an account so I can play these games, so I can have cloud saves and things like that, and transferable saves and things like that. So we'll kind of get in to see what the guys think about this. Nick, what do you think about potentially having to have a PSN account to play your PC games that you purchased from Epic or Steam or anywhere else for that matter?
I'm surprised that they don't already do this, right? I understand why Microsoft does it, and I can understand why Sony would want to do this. And it's, like Patrick was saying, I don't think they're saying that you need to pay for a subscription, right? I think it's just you have to create an account on the PlayStation or on Sony for PlayStation. Same way with Microsoft, right? You don't have to pay for a service if you buy a Steam Microsoft game. You just might have to log in with your Microsoft account, which Microsoft accounts are free, same as PlayStation accounts. But what that allows you to do is that allows you to unlock achievements or trophies in this case, right, for the game. Because for Xbox, for example, if you play a game on PC or on console and you get all the, let's say you beat the game and get all the achievements, you can play that same exact game on PC and get new achievements because they're different for each one. I mean, they're the same achievements, but the Xbox classifies them as being different since they're on different platforms. So you can get the same achievements on and show that you've played this game on, and it'll show up in your trophies list as this game on PC, this game on console. With the same achievements, you can have them all. So you could get double the gamer score, right? Or in this case for Sony, double the trophies, right? Play through Spider-Man twice, right? Play it on PlayStation and play it on PC and get all the trophies for it. So yeah, and then cloud saves, right? That's one of the, besides achievements and stuff, that's one of the coolest features I love about Xbox. I have the Xbox, Game Pass on PC as well as console, and I have downloaded the same game on PC and console. Where I played through it on console, and then I got on my PC and decided I wanted to play this on PC, just check it out, maybe, or just play for a little while because I was just on my PC at that time. I download it, play it, and then my save from my console is available on my PC, so I can just start right where I left off on the console, and that's awesome. I'm like, cool, I can just continue where I left off. I don't have to start over again, and I can continue playing, which is fantastic. So wouldn't it be awesome to be able to play like Spider-Man on your PlayStation, switch over to your PC, maybe you're going on a trip or something, you're like, cool, I'm going to take my laptop, I'm going to play Spider-Man when I'm out, and then you load it up and there's all your saved games, right? You're like, cool, I can just start where I left off on Spider-Man on my console back home, right? And that would be that's I think that's the benefit there. So I'm really surprised that even if it doesn't require it, that it's not like an optional thing where you can log into your account to get these benefits. But right now, I don't see a negative in it. I think it's all beneficial. The only thing is, I guess it's just kind of an annoyance for gamers because it does pop up when you load in the game. It just pop up and it's like, hey, log into your account. It doesn't take long to log into your account. You just, for Microsoft, if you've done it once, usually it already has that saved. in there. So you just hit let's play or log in or whatever, and it just logs you into your account and you're ready to go. So PlayStation can do the same thing, and I see nothing but beneficial things from it. So, hopefully I haven't played a Sony game on PC, but if I was going to, I would hope that I would have this feature because I would want to be able to unlock trophies for games that are on PlayStation, right? would be able to have cloud saves so I could play them on both systems. I could play it on my PlayStation, then hop over to my PC and continue playing. So, hopefully this will become a thing. So I just see it nothing but beneficial. What do you think, Shane?
I honestly, I don't care because the way Sony's online gaming, PC gaming works. For me, it doesn't make sense because and that's just because I have a PlayStation 5. So if I have, if I don't have a PlayStation, I can play PlayStation games on the PC, but I have one. So I don't want to buy a $60, $70 game again that's 2 years old on the PC. I mean, just for me, it's not even something I think about because it's just something I don't need. I'm not going to buy Spider-Man again on PC. I have a good PC, but I have a PS5. I don't really need to buy it again. So for me, this whole thing is kind of a null void situation. Now, Microsoft, on the other hand, they have their Game Pass stuff. Yeah, they have games that are specifically for PC, and that's why I play PC games, Microsoft games on PC because of that. I'm not a big tech guy. I'm not a big PC player either, so that's just me. But I can understand what you're saying. If you were to play PlayStation games, yeah, you want those trophies and stuff. I don't blame you. I mean, if you're paying $60 for another game, on a PlayStation game, you want to get everything PlayStation out of it. So that makes perfect sense. But for me, it just, and I think a lot of PlayStation players, do they really want or need or even care about these kind of things on PC? Because this is just my opinion, it's just for the PC player alone. I don't think the PC player who owns the PC and PlayStation, are going to buy that game twice. Nick probably would. Nick owns the same games on every freaking thing. Like every
Shane is so
thing.
full of it. He owns the games that he owns multiple more than once. I know this for a fact. So he's so full of it.
Only a few.
I think we were having a conversation about purchasing the Resident Evil bundle, even though it had duplicates that you've already owned. I mean, so I don't even want to hear it.
Yes, but I don't have all of them. I don't have. No, I think I do have all of them. Shit.
Just somewhere else.
I don't have them all on the same system. But yeah, I don't typically do that though.
But this also leads me to believe, and one thing I forgot to mention is this also leads me to believe, and you guys can talk about it as well, that this might speculate PlayStation creating a launcher or something like that on PC. So where their subscription service is now going to be a part of PC, kind of like Game Pass is, where you can pay where you get kind of both. For $15, you get the ultimate for both. I think Sony might do something like that within their subscription tier eventually.
It'd be $50 a month for Sony. So, but I understand your guys's, what you said so far, but for me, it's just a non-starter because I play Sony PlayStation games exclusives. That's what I play, and I play them exclusively on PlayStation. But Pat's right. I do Resident Evil. I own all of them, and I have a few of them on PC as well as my Xbox as well as my PlayStation. But that's been more of an over time thing. Plus accidentally buying crap I forgot I owned, which is a bad habit, Nick.
That's what happens when you get old.
But, yeah, that ain't no crap. That is no freaking crap. But I do understand what you're saying. So for me, it's just a no-go. So what about you, Pat?
I mean, I am the ultimate in this group of not owning the same game on multiple systems. I do not have a single game on multiple systems. I'm trying to actually think of something. I am anti that more than you guys are, but I see benefit in this because I have a PlayStation and I have a PC. And what if in the future I decide and they start releasing stuff same time on the console to do PC, and I want to play that game on the PC. I don't want to play it on the PlayStation. I have that opportunity for it to track my trophies, and things like that. And I'm with Nick. I think that they might be in the market for their own launcher. I mean, Microsoft does it. They might want to do it. I mean, because they could offer a new tier to their subscription plan, just like Microsoft does. I'm going to say, I pay for Ultimate. I paid $15 so I can play my Xbox games on my console and my PC games on my PC from their Game Pass lineup. And not to mention some of their games, as Nick had mentioned, work on both and my saves transfer. So if I'm playing it on console and then I want to give it a shot on PC to see which one I like the best, I can do that and just pick up where I left off without having to start over again. Now, not everything supports that, but a good chunk of what's on both does support it. And I could see PlayStation going that route with their own launcher, and that's when they will then tie in the PSN network to Steam games and things like that, because not every Microsoft game requires you to have a live account. There's a plethora of them that don't. I believe Minecraft Dungeons and a few others don't need to create Xbox Live accounts, and and they're Xbox Game Studio titles. So. But things when you think of things like Forza and Sea of Thieves and I think like that new one, what was that Dust Falls game or whatever, that those do. They require you to have a third party account. And really, I have my Steam account linked to my Xbox account, so I don't even have to sign in. My Steam ID is making out with my Xbox account. The same thing it's doing with my my PlayStation account, because I think I have my PlayStation account attached to that too, because at one time I had Final Fantasy on the PlayStation and it was linked in and all this crap. And my accounts are just freaking all holding hands singing Kumbaya together, because it's like, hey, I know who you are if you go there. It's cheers up in this bitch. Everybody knows my name, because they all share information and they all say, hey, that's him over there, but he's also known as that over there and that over there. And over there, he's known as this, and it is what it is. There's no brainers anymore. Just link it all together. One of these days, I'm gonna be able to link my Epic account with freaking Steam. Watch it happen. As much as those two are mortal enemies, one of these days I'm gonna have a Steam account ID on my Epic account and an Epic ID on my Steam account, and they're gonna know who I am, and then they're gonna be like, oh, that's that guy. What does he look? They're gonna be spying on me, and Steam's gonna be like, what's he buying over there? Why can't he come get it over here? Vice versa, right? But I only see benefits, especially if it's a non-charged account. I only see benefits. Now, if they're going to start charging me to play, they're going to make me pay for a PSN, the non-PSN account, like a Plus account or something like that. I'm not going to be happy about that, and I'm not going to be for that, because Microsoft doesn't do that. We're not back in the day where you had to pay for a PSN and an Xbox Live account so you can play games online together. We are past that, to that stuff, but that's just my opinion. I mean, I'm not for paying for this just so I can play online multiplayer with my friends. But this isn't just for multiplayer, right? Because when you think of the titles that are out there currently, God of War, Horizon Zero Dawn, Days Gone, and then just the latest Marvel Spider-Man game, those aren't multiplayer games. They're single player games, which is what Sony's first party games are mostly known for anyway. So there would be no reason for them to charge you anything. I see linking your account as only something beneficial, in my opinion. So, but that's just me. But I could see eventually where you can tie your PlayStation Network account into Steam. It's just a no brainer to me to be able to do that in the future. And then they just say, oh, we can do cloud save transfers. We can do anything you want now. So I only see benefits. I don't see why this is causing such an uproar and upheaval. If maybe people have confusion just like I did. I'm like, you have my brain's going, you have to have an Xbox Live account for these, don't you pay for that? And my brain is still in that old mentality, and I'm like, I'm sitting here chatting with Dick and Shane, and they're like, no, you don't have to pay for it. And I'm like, what? My brain is like not thinking and processing this. So that may be what other people's problem is. Their brain's just not thinking that and processing. Oh yeah, I don't pay for that. It's just a free account that I set up. And PlayStation Network, PSN, is a free account you set up. So I think that might be why there's a little bit of an uproar, but I don't see it as a problem. I see only benefits, in my opinion.
Yeah, and I would agree with these guys. So kudos. Oh, and by the way, to the younger viewer, Cheers was a TV show from the 80s. Thank you, Grandpa. You get the mantle.
Norm, yeah.
Nom.
Yeah.
It's a dog eat dog world, and I'm wearing milk bone underwear.
Right. Everybody knows who you are. That's the way it is in the industry now, right? I mean, everywhere you go, you sign up. And back when they had an Origin account, you tie your Origin account to everything. You know, everybody knows who they are. My Xbox knows who I am on Ubisoft and with a Ubisoft Play. And I'm pretty sure Steam has it linked to. If I go look at it, what's all talking to my account. It's just one giant orgy of gaming systems, just all in one pile.
IRS has my gamer tag.
Hell, Facebook knows what your Xbox gamer tag is.
Right? You know, before long, here's what I'm waiting for.
What room it's in.
Here's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for everybody to just grow up. We'll shove them in the sibling t-shirt for a while, and we'll come out with one giant game tracking system where there's just one achievement system. This is how worthless you are in life. You have this big of a gamer score. That's what I'm waiting for. You know, one gamer score to rule them all is what I'm looking for.
Your gamer score is going to be your credit score.
Right. Oh, man. Some people are going to be screwed who don't play video games then, right?
I'll be in a cardboard box by the weekend.
Whatever. You got a gamer score higher than I got. So.
Yeah, but I don't have a life, so.
But I'm just saying, that's your credit score, right? So the higher your gamer score, the higher your credit score. Is that what we're saying? So.
That's right. So you can come to my mansion.
Yeah, because Nick's got a freaking gamer score that I'm never catching up to in my entire life.
No.
So
no.
And I'm talking on Xbox, and I'm talking on PlayStation, and I'm talking on Steam. I'm never catching up to any of that stuff.
Steam, Nintendo, freaking.
I don't even think Nintendo have a track. If Nintendo had one, Nick would probably be on there, but.
I wish Nintendo would. I thought of one for Nintendo. Like, because, you know, you think of high score. And so theirs would be called high score, where it's just points that go in. It's your high score.
Like gold coins.
It's cute.
Like the old arcade high scores.
I mean, they do have the coins. They do have the coins that you can collect, but that's just to buy stuff off their store.
Yeah, I think he's meaning like an arcade where you just keep building up your high score and you have your initials in there.
Yeah.
Well,
so instead of calling it achievements or calling it trophies, they call it a high score. Right. And then it's just points.
There you go. Like in the day.
Trademark.
And everybody will just see what all us juveniles used to do back in the day. My initials are ASS because that's what everybody used to put for the each number one. I'm ass, you know? So, yeah, I mean, that's what I'm waiting for the day. I'm waiting for the day when I have a singular tracking mechanism that's just the norm for all of my gamer scores so I can see how worthless I have been through my life and all the different places I've played games and how they stack up with everybody else. Because to be honest with you, I do look at my gamer score every now and then when I'm on Xbox. I'm like, how far ahead or behind am I this month from my friends? I'd be like, what can I play to put myself in first place for achievements this month in Game Pass or in Xbox, you know, their marketplace. In Steam, I don't even mess with it. I'm never near Nick's score, so I'm never going to catch that thing. I'm never going to catch his Xbox one either, though, so.
Nick had to build his own server just to hold his fucking games he's got on his PC.
Yeah.
Getting there.
So, but yeah, that's how it is. I only see benefits. I don't know if you guys see negatives or anything like that, but I don't.
Nope, it's just not for me. But like you said earlier, though, if they decide to, day and date some stuff, maybe a couple PC only games, I don't know. Then I would probably put more thought or give a craps into it. But
yeah, I mean, we're a little bit different,
stick
right?
with my exclusives.
I think we're a little bit different than a good chunk of gamers. Like we have consoles, we have every console, we have PC game. There are people out there that only buy PC, and their only introduction into the PlayStation exclusives is this new system they have out there. So for them, this is the first time they're playing the God of War, Days Gone, or Marvel's Spider-Man, or even Horizon Zero Dawn. Horizon Zero Dawn was the game that made me come back to the PlayStation. I've never been a huge PlayStation fan. I was never really a big Xbox fan. I was always a PC gamer. And then I came back into console gaming as PCs just got so expensive, and I was having a hard time, building parts and building a gaming PC for under $1,200 back in the day. And now I'm like, oh, now you can build a gaming PC. Current climate excluded, I could build a gaming PC in today's dollars for $1,000, $1,200, which is more feasible. But consoles, most people, I'd say a good chunk of people don't own all of them like we do, or, we're not in the majority. I would think people are probably pretty exclusive to a singular way of playing, whether that's PC only or Xbox and PC, or Xbox only or PlayStation only or PlayStation PC only. There's probably a subset of that. And we talk about the Switch because I think the majority of gamers probably have that. It's pretty well rounded. It's been out there forever now. So
yeah, I would say that majority of gamers probably have, like you were saying, a PC, Xbox, or PlayStation. But I would suspect that all those gamers, regardless if they have this, that, or the other, probably all have Switches, right?
Yeah.
More than likely, I would say Switches is something they have. Even PC, just diehard PC guys probably have a Switch sitting over in the corner.
I mean,
right?
it's affordable.
It just seems that way. Yeah.
I mean, it's really relatively affordable. I mean, you can get it into it for like $200, $250. So why not? Right.
Yeah.
So,
or even a Series S, just because they're so affordable. I mean, it might be giving Microsoft.
I mean, that's one of the benefits of the Series S this time around with Microsoft is they did kind of create the entry level machine like the Switch for those people that don't mainly play consoles or whatever. I mean, there's I've seen online a lot of PC players that are like, yeah, I'll go pick up an S just to have it, just to play some games, some exclusive games over there, like some stuff that doesn't come to PC, or maybe just I want to have it on the side in case I don't want to play on PC and I just want to sit back and play on the Xbox or something like that. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I mean, it's $300. I mean, hell, I've thought about buying one, right? I don't need it, but I've thought about it.
I've thought about it too, just to have one for like the car when we go on road trips and stuff. It's perfect.
I mean, I'll be honest, I thought about buying one for my kid because she still got the original Xbox One, and I'm like, this is probably an upgrade for that. The Series S would be. But I also still have my Xbox One X sitting on the shelf here just collecting dust because, but I'm not sure I want to give that up because it's the Scorpio edition, So, so I'm kind of stuck with that one. I think I don't want to give it to her.
No, I've got mine in the bedroom, and the kids, they're fine. I'm good. I'll play what I got.
So like I said, I think that's where we're at. You guys got anything else you want to put out there on this one? Awesome. Well, let us know. Have you seen these articles running around? What do you think of this? Do you see negatives to this? I can't think of a singular negative thing. I mean, Sony only has 6 games on PC of their exclusives of their first party studio. And with the 7th one, Uncharted Legacy is supposed to come out sometime later this year for them. So that will put them up to 7 titles that are on PC. So they don't have a whole lot. So let us know what you think. Do you think there's a positive? Do you think there's any negatives to this? Or are we missing something? What is the negative that you can see from this? Let us know what you think. And if you've made it this far in the video, please subscribe to the video. If you've made it this far, you've at least enjoyed some of this, or something kept you watching, whether it's the train wreck of this show or what. But make sure you like the video as well and subscribe to the channel and hit that bell for notifications so you get updates when we post new videos all the time. We hope you enjoyed this episode and hope to catch you in the next one.
See ya.